Hey everybody. I know it's been a while. I was having some video difficulty, but someone pointed me to OBS, which is an open source video capture, and I'm able to actually make videos now. So, hooray for that. Um, let's start out with what we're going to do. I have practiced painting a little bit. Um, not too happy with what I have so far, and I'll explain why in just a second. First, I want to give some kudos, shout outs to a couple people who are really encouraging me and helping me out. David, your painting has put me not only to shame, you and Ben, um, but you keep asking me how it's going, and I know you're encouraging me without pushing me because I'm nowhere near your skill. Um, but I really appreciate it. Um, Again, Kate, thank you for the intro. Now it has music. Like, what the hell? That's amazing. Um, just everybody else who's been subscribing, following, making fun of me. I appreciate it. I really do. And happy Thanksgiving, guys. It's Thanksgiving, and I'm sitting here making a painting video because what else am I going to do? Uh, so, talk about supplies real quick. Then I'll get into the minis I have painted. One's in progress, one was done. Um, and maybe we'll do some painting. First, one tip I saw was when you have your palette, prime it. Prime it with the same primer you're going to use on your minis. That way you know what the colors are going to look like. Now you'll note these two here, this lavenderish, um, and this more burgundy. That was me trying to mix a purple, and ended up not being the vibrant purple that I wanted. So instead, I just ordered Army Painter Alien Purple, and it should be here early next week. But no purple today. Instead, we're going to avoid that. Um, the paints, I am using just this basic set that of Army Painter, like the intro set. It comes with a wash, matte black, green, kind of a metal, red, yellow, blue, very bright white, a flesh tone, and a like brownish color. I have a lot of brushes, but really I'm only using the fine detail ones and the very fine detail one that came with the Army Painter kit. Of course, I've got my hobby mat, a paper towel, water cup. So let's talk about the minis that I have. The first one that I painted, my very first mini that I've painted from start to finish, is this guy. Um, I don't dislike the paint job. I think I did a very reasonable job for my first going out. Um, I just don't like how it came together. And I think that's partly because I had this vision of a black with vibrant purple. This was the one where I got the burgundy, and it just looks kind of washed out. I did get some details on there. I love how the gun came out between the metal paint and some black dry brushing. Um, I also have a lot of little details on the back that I like, and the overall like scheme is great. Just I may have used a little bit too much wash, so it looks just dirty, and there's nothing to make it pop. Um, no contrasting colors. It just kind of looks eh. So I started another one yesterday. Um, Using right now it's just the matte black and then that very bright, vibrant white. Um, the Raven Guard's colors are black and white, but I wanted to add purple accent. We're going to have to wait on that. If you notice, I also started the holster down here. There's a belt pouch. There's a couple objects I haven't yet painted. I thought we'd do that today. Like I'll do the gun today. I'm probably going to do the eyes on the mask if I can get my hand to be steady for just a minute. Maybe bring out some highlights. Who knows? But I'm glad you're here with me, and let's go ahead and do those eyes. Um, I've learned about army painter paints, you need to shake the bejesus out them. You need to treat them like um, they have been possessed by a demon, and you need to exorcise the demons. Um, so while I do this and shake, I also want to have another shout out, this time to Olivia. Olivia sent me a message on Facebook, and she was like, why did you choose YouTube over Twitch? Why don't you live stream? And I said, I'm not too good at painting yet, and I want to be able to control the narrative, as it were. Even though I'm doing this improv live and not really scripting it. And she pointed out that one thing that I do really well is talk, and she thinks I'd be good at streaming, so maybe I should stream it. So I'm just going to do one little drop of blue, because we don't need too much. I'm just going to do the eyes. And I need my very super fine detail brush. Super fine. Get a little bit of water on there. A little too much water. Let's mix this up. And then, like I said, when you prime the palette, you can see what color it's going to be. So, we're going to take Homeboy here, and I want to get the eyes. And boy, let me tell you, those eyes are tiny. I think I may have made it a little bit too wet, but that's okay. Okay, one layer done. What I do want to do with this, once I get it a nice covered tone, I'm going to add a little bit of white and kind of do some highlights on the eyes. I know it seems crazy because, I can't even get in the details, but we'll see. Move up here because clearly I wasn't on camera. I hope everyone stayed home for Thanksgiving. We don't need any super spreader events, especially with my friends, because I love you guys. And I don't want you to get sick. And getting sick apparently is something that is the new normal. And I don't like it. So don't do it. So you can see I did these little highlight lines that I like on the arms. And I'm trying to see where I want to do more of that. Or if I want to. I did the pure white knee pads and these little like bolts on the feet, the boots, on the shins. That might be enough. Maybe something on the back. Maybe this little butt plate I'll paint white. There are 2 grenades here that I need to paint, and this jetpack. So the purple would have been the outline on this shoulder pad here. Maybe I'll do this shoulder white, and then this one will have the outline in purple. Yeah, let's do that. Army painter paint. Shake, 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 shake. So, funny story. I guess it's not too funny. I don't have my kids for Thanksgiving. And I didn't really have anything going on. My alarm's off for work. And yet, my body went, hey, it's 6:40, you should be awake. So I've been up since 6:40 playing video games. I had a very nutritious breakfast of taquitos, chicken and cheese, because, that's what you have for breakfast when you're sad and alone. Do 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 do. A little bit more paint on here to do full coverage. Yeah, we're definitely going to need multiple coats though. That is something I've learned. You do get some really good tones when you use a black primer, but you have to coat multiple times. I might want to, go down to a gray primer eventually. No rush. I was tempted there. I keep getting Facebook ads for painting now. One of them's like, here, get the super giant army painter 300 and something paints. $15 off. Go ahead. Not today, Satan. Can we see that? Need to remember, be conscientious of the camera. What do we think? The shoulder pad, does it add? I think it looks good. If we did a whole squad like this with the knee pads, the one shoulder pad, add the purple accent here, purple on the eyes and the gun lenses, I think that'd be kind of cool. And well, it's my figure, so I'm the one that matters. Just filling in some spots that I see that I missed while the shoulder pad dries. Hey, and if you ever want to paint with me, or even when I have a full army, you want to face your much probably better painted army against mine, I will happily roll dice because I imagine I'm a much better tactician than I am painter. And I'll happily die against your gorgeous army. We could even record it. You could be famous. Because I'm making no money off of this. I don't want to, really. I just want to hang out with you guys. So, there's this collar piece around the back of the helmet. And I'm trying to get the last third of it without making a mess. And I've now made several. But I can wipe it away. Or paint over it. No big deal. Looks cool. I'm liking this guy. We're definitely going to go over with that wash, so these whites won't be as bright, but I'm definitely going to use less wash. How does Joss Whedon clean his spears? He puts them through the wash. Sorry, bad Firefly joke. Rest in peace, Firefly. Get that a little bit of time to dry. See? Looks kind of badass right now. I still need to do the belt buckle. The belt itself, there's a little ribbon here on his leg. There's the 2 grenades. And then there's the jetpack. A little antenna on top of the jetpack. We'll see. We got a lot to do. Just trying to figure out where to go next. The shoulder pad's not done. I just want it to dry before we put another coat on. I don't want to mess it up. I mess up enough things as it is. Let's get some black. Let's clean up some of the spots we messed up. And when I say we, I mean the royal we. The we that matters. You know, me. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, I need this brush, I think. Maybe it's this one. Nope, we need to go back to the fine detail one. I need more of these. Dear Santa. Super fine detail brushes. Speaking of Santa, did you guys put up your Christmas decorations yet? Normally, I'm a huge stickler of turkey before tree. You gots to have Thanksgiving before decorations go up. But 2020 sucks, so if having your Christmas tree up makes you happy, do it. That's what we did. We did some outside decorations. Put up the tree. Found out this morning that our inflatable Christmas dog that's out front got infested with ants. And they clogged up the motor and it's not blowing air into it anymore. But it was $15. Like, I'll just go get another one from Walmart. We have a snowman and this little dog. It's pretty awesome. Clean that up. Let's clean up these spots on the helmet that I shaky-handed. Come to Butthead. Bueno. Eep! Man down. Actually made of really solid plastic. I was rather surprised. Pleasantly. I mean, they are ridiculously expensive, so. Let's get that second coat on the eye. Good. I really wish I had that purple. I just can't, like, I've tried just red and blue. I've tried red, blue, and white. I've done, like, 3 blue to 1 red. I've done so many combinations, and I even Googled, like, what you can mix, and there's just nothing that gets me that bright purple. So let's work on, I think, the grenades and the gun. So we're going to take plate mail metal, shake it like a salt shaker. And this one I definitely want to thin out a bit. Makes a very pretty color, though. I'm just going to basically do a base coat on the gun and cover it completely with this plate metal. Being careful not to paint over his hand. Already it looks gorgeous. Such a transformation. Mini painting is just awesome. Doesn't even matter that I'm not very good at it. I'm having fun. It's relaxing. And I get a product out of it. Like there's something tangible I can look at. I definitely want to invest in a mini holder or some green stuff. And tack it on. Wow. It's super cool, guys. Yee. Pew pew pew. That needs to dry. And while that dries, we need another coat of white. Just got the sound that somebody signed into a video game. What fellow nerd is out there playing video games, and why haven't you invited me? Maybe I'll play some Jackbox later. I like Jackbox. Amanda and Dave and Mark make for some amazing Jackbox joke games. Not to mention T-Bone and Jay and that whole group. Love you guys. I'm thankful for you. And my D&D friends, Dan and Ryan, Kevin, Stuart, Scott. Yes, even Corin. Amanda's in there too, and Kristen. You guys rock too. If I forgot anybody, it's because I'm a terrible person. And I hate you. Or something, I don't know. I don't hate anybody. It's not true. There's a couple people I really hate. But why waste time hating when you can spend time loving? And I would much rather love people. I love you guys for watching me do this. Wow. That's super cool. All right. So what I'm thinking is I want to mix up a combination of the black and maybe the metal color and do a dry brush of that. I'll definitely dry brush black onto the gun. Let's get these grenades. So I made it a little bit too wet, so I'm using a dry paintbrush. Just kind of pulling the wet paint away. Get some thicker paint. Much better. See, I'm not completely useless. Just mostly. What do we think? Pretty cool? I think so. So, let's find an appropriate dry brush. That one will be quite good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the black. So with a dry brush, you want to make it seem like there's no paint on there at all. And it's dry. I did not wet it. I'm just going to lightly go over the gun to put some highlighting on. I think I made it too dry. There we go. Perfect. Very nice. Now what I want to do besides clean my brush is take my very fine detail brush and I want to put blue on the end of the scope. You can barely tell. But it's there. Now, on my previous model, I kind of just colored this little centerpiece on the backpack, and I put metal on the vents in the jetpack. Definitely going to put the metal on the vents in the jetpack, but I don't think I'm going to color that centerpiece. I have a very shaky hand, and I don't like it, but it'll go away with practice, I guess. You know what? Let's finish this guy up. I'm gonna go against my better instinct, and I am gonna outline this other shoulder pad in just the white. Because I want to have a completed mini. It's very nerve-wracking. You're out there judging me. Justin, why are you so bad at everything? Well, it's a long story. Once upon a time, I don't like you. Little Scrubs joke. Made a happy little accident. I can clean up with some black paint. I actually really like how that looks. Clean up my happy little accident. And make another one. But why? All right, well, while I let this monstrosity dry, maybe I want to break out the shading. Do I want to shade it? Does it need to be? Is it too clean? So fresh and so clean, clean. Yes, I am a huge nerd. I will not apologize for it. It's too wet. Go away, Mr. Water. I think that's all we're going to do for today. Pretty cool, huh? So, let's compare. We've got old and new. Now, can you see why I kind of hated it? He looks so washed out versus some good contrast, some good colors. This might be a little too bright, so maybe we do need that wash. Yeah. But a little bit. Just a little bit of the wash. I'll save that for next time when it's fully dried. I love you all. Happy Thanksgiving. Peace out.